Hello world, it's a new selection of cool things you'll admire, I promise you. Started. This tank is amazing, it is almost all made of metal, except for a few small elements. It can be viewed for hours. The machine weighs 60 kilograms and can confidently move on any coating. The tank travels in all directions and can unfold in one place, and of course the tank plays realistic sounds when driving and shooting. And there's a smoke generator on it for even more realism. You know how much it costs. This citrus spray was waiting for it impatiently. Got. Having twisted the salad, washed, put boiling water gadget, screwed it into a lemon. When pressed the juice went. Apparently from the pressure of twisting. The next 3 clicks gave me a good stream of lemon juice, and that's it. Then began the crumbling, rubbing, pressing. A couple more drops, still spray gave out. Conclusion. Absolutely ineffective, useless thing, but the idea of applying juice I liked. Hell knows, maybe the defective got caught. Recently, my friends gave my child for his birthday this timid. He immediately pounced on the gift. When he opened the box, he realized that it had to be assembled first. I didn't collect for long. After that it was impossible to tear it away from the toy. You can see very much liked. The robot walks on the surface around the corners of the table so as not to fall. But sometimes it falls when it goes sloping, so it takes the daughter and the robo-crab walks on it on the floor so it will not be damaged. Everyone was satisfied. They generally like similar toys with meaning. This device is for the screws. In general, the nozzles for the drill were also in the distant time, but these are more rare specimens than mass. But the Chinese have already made a fuss. The instrument came quickly. Included 3 different saws, a key, a hexagon for the cartridge, an instruction, and the nozzle itself. The saws are different in length of teeth for a quick cut of wood, just for cutting wood, and for cutting metal. Of the serious disadvantages I note the need to work with 2 hands. It is inconvenient to look for a third hand or other parts of the body to hold the material that is sawing. These are budget wireless headphones. Headphones and fire tested in all modes. Everything works perfectly. Here bought equipment, flash drive and radio. In the reviews I saw a comment that the sound when talking on the phone is bad. I have all the norms. I hear well and me. Loudness killing from the bass at the maximum of the dynamics begins to vibrate like a subwoofer, and at the same time do not wear, which surprised me and pleased me. Ears took to work for video editing, but given that the battery is large can safely take a long trip, it is good that they work with both the cord and Bluetooth. These are anatomical models of different animals. The complete kit consists of 30 parts. For the correct assembly of the model provided a brochure with the description and purpose of internal organs and body parts, and the set provides a stand so that the final assembly can take its rightful place somewhere on the shelf. If that assembly time is 4 minutes 30 seconds. But it is if you're already familiar with the elements, but the person who saw the first collected in almost 11 minutes. I chose a toy, to a difficult educational. Toys I love are especially unusual. In this toy gathered in a handful of curious special effects in the air hangs itself twirling beautifully, looks and still blowing the wind that it is a Mendoza motor. He arrived in a large bag of board naval squiggles and airbags. Very impressed neodymium magnets. They are very powerful and the manufacturer so apparently liked them that it even the legs of the base. Made on magnets. Gall, it's a low melting material of just 30 degrees. That is, melt with the heat of the hands. It's its properties that struck me extremely interesting. It's uneasy, shiny, metallic and at times liquid. If you show a little creativity from this metal you can recreate a lot of different things, for example a spoon. It is worth dipping it in warm water, it will instantly dissolve. just as mercury from molten gallias can make a beating heart. Summing up, I can say that from this metal you can do anything just to be a fantasy. It's a thread epilator. Not bad, so removes thin cannon, long or medium long hairs. Thick and short stumps will not take. The hair should be soft to make the thread hook in. The processing area is as flat as possible. The greater the terrain, the harder it will be to dodge. From the cons of the thread breaks quickly, but in fact, it is easy to replace it with a regular thread, and turning to do it can be quickly enough. Compared to tweezers, the process is much slower, but less painful. It is a magnetic varnish with a cat's eye effect. A very thick single word is enough with your head to create the desired effect. A magnet is attached to the varnish, which will tune the nails. At first, it's the old-fashioned way. Paint the nail of one layer of varnish is enough, and then the magic begins. Bring the magnet as close as possible to the nail and keep a few seconds, and then we see this result. By the way, the varnish is kept on nails from 4 to 6 days. Gave the set to a friend. She is very happy. It's a graphics tablet. This is what digital artists need for drawings, retouching photographers, designer for sketches. This gadget will allow you to concentrate only on the project and draw as on paper. By the way, the tablet is firmly attached with screws to the stand, which by the word can be adjusted at any angle, which is very convenient when placing the monitor on tables of different heights. The gadget can be connected to your computer in 3 different ways through 2 VGA or HDMI. I've already shown you mini pistols, mini crossbows and mini grenades, and this time we have a tiny gun. Just look how small it is. In the beginning we filled in the barrel sulfur from matches, then loaded ammunition, a projectile we made it twisted in a roll of paper, and then inserted a wick from any fireworks and set it on fire. The result you see on the screen. And yes, do not play with such a gun without adults. They also want to play. Who among us did not dream to have their own combat robot that could be friendly to the similar robots owned by other guys? It turns out that the combat robot is already a reality. As far as weapons are concerned, it can be optimized for the style of your own combat, as if deft or forceful. Among the basic arsenal of weapons there is a pistol, a sword with a shield, as well as paired blades. All the parts of which the robot consists are equipped with special sensors that track the incoming impact from the opponent. They display information on the smartphone screen. At the moment, you can come across many different gadgets, including a very strange example of this one, which looks like a pen or combines 6 items: a regular pen, a phone, a sound recording device, FM radio, MP3 player, camera and flashlight. Menu in all languages. 2 SIMs in memory on 16 GB and 4 rods as a gift. At first I could not figure out how to turn on, but it was necessary only to remove the protective film from the contacts of the battery, packed on the conscience. I got to my town in 5 days. My friend often uses plastic clamps when mounting various self-made products. For a strong puff had to use pliers and a wrapper. Then he saw on Aliexpress a special pistol for tightening clamps and decided to order. It's easy for them to work. Insert into the slot the tail of the hammer, press on the trigger once or twice, and after reaching a certain effort triggered a built-in knife and cuts off the excess. The effort can be adjusted in the handle. There are holes through which you can see the settings figures of the effort from 1 to 3. And this is a good battery vacuum cleaner. Checked in the work, completely satisfied. Collect sand, pebbles, hair, dirt. Do not expect the force of suction as its stationary vacuum cleaner, but with its cleaning tasks copes very well. The father himself removed the interior of the car, spent a third of the charge. Also useful turned out to be LED lighting well illuminates the cleaning place. The seller put the adapter under the Euro fork for this special thank you. Did not have to run to buy. In general, to use before washing the car is the very thing. Place this eagle on top of the pyramid and stick its beak in a small recess. It would seem that gravity should make it fall, but the eagle will not fall, and will hover over the pyramid balancing in the air. A bird with a soured center of gravity keeps the balance not only on the pyramid but also on any other surface. The tip of the pencil handle and even on the finger. It's a pigeon fixer. You didn't get it. Why it is needed to do a pigeon vaccination without problems, or for a detailed examination of all parts of the body. Parts as if it's mechanical. You take the bird, put it in the retainer, close the latch and everything. You can do whatever you want with it. The pigeon sits humbly and it is clear. He has nothing to get out of here. It's an electric corkscrew. The cork from the bottle removes easily, and when you press the second button automatically removes the cork from the corkscrew. When removing the cork, lights turn on. My friend's wife was able to open the bottle without problems. The instructions say that the package includes batteries and charging to them. In fact, they are not present. By the way, in the box still lay such a thing. Do not know how it is correctly called. To cut on a bottle in foil around the cork. Who knows the name? Write in the comments.